Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So I'm going to be using the Sunday Roast kit from Planners Anonymous this week. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I think I'm going to start off with doing a bit of a flipper. It's not a big, it is going to be a big flipper because I want it to sit, and I know I've done it a lot lately, so it's not exciting at all, but it's just such a great way to keep track of all my lists and bits and pieces that need to happen each week. So I'm just going to cut this, I think I'll cut it to about sort of 10, no, let's just find a nice spot down here. I'm going to go straight down the line here between the parsley. So it's going to be about 9.3 and just trim that. And maybe I'll put a pocket on the back, like a little square pocket. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. So I'm just going to mark off roughly where, pencil here somewhere, where I need to cut it at the bottom. Put on a little pocket. So this is about, I said it was about 9.3. That was about right, so 9.3. So I'm going to make this 9.3, 10.3, 11.3. I'm going to cut it in half height-wise first so that I don't, or how tall I want the pocket. So I want the pocket to be about 8, then I can be 7, and I can, no, let's make it a bit higher. We'll cut this to 11, and then it'll have a 10 centimetre, it'll be a 10 centimetre pocket. Actually, I'm going to cut it to 11 because I just want it to be a little bit smaller than the actual pocket. So then I'm just going to bring my scoreboard in. We'll just do 1 centimetre markings around all these edges. The only problem with my scoreboard is that it doesn't come with centimetres on it, it's only got inches on it. So I sort of have to sometimes do this, but that's alright. So it sits flat, corner, and then I like to sort of do this sort of circle, not circle, but it's a little bit not straight, it's a bit more of a curve. But I just find it sits a bit better. Then we can fold these in. And anywhere that I do get that crossover, I'll just come back in and trim that a little bit more, just so that it sits as flat as possible. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. The only downside is that I will have to punch through that, but that's alright. So I'm just going to stick that down just using some glue tape. Oh, one other little thing I'm going to do is just trim the little corners from the top. That way that sits a bit nicer as well. Just glue all around on the little flaps. I like to stick it bottom first and then just push up. So I'm just making it in the middle. And then I can have lists and bits and pieces. What I should have done, which I've just realised and I'm a bit stupid, but anyway. Should have made that just a little bit wider so I could have fit my shopping list in it, but oh well. You just make it a little bit bigger and that would solve that problem. Damn, sometimes I need to think things through a bit more. It still would fit, so just to show you, if you wanted to have just one of the pages, it's probably just a tinsy bit too big, so just to, this is all I do. There you go, it does fit. You still got to worry about the width bit anyway, but I'm actually going to leave that in there while I punch. And that way I've got one that's already in the right spot. So I'm just going to punch these holes. I'm going to hold that still with a little bit of washi tape. And just punch straight through. And it's going to be a bit hard at the bottom because we're going through obviously like 3 layers of cardboard, but Should be okay. Making a mess everywhere. So there we go, we've got the little flipper ready to go. And by having the bit of paper in there first, now I've got that, so now it'll sit back in there and the holes are in the right spot. So I can just sort of guide those for the next time. Alright, so moving on to the actual decoration. I want to do some washies because these are gorgeous. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to put this one at the top just for something different. I always put the wide one at the bottom. It could be cool to put the wide one at the top for a change. But then to kind of counterbalance that, I'm thinking of putting this one at the bottom and then having the skinny washi on top, so it still kind of ends up being the same width, just for something different. So I'm going to go ahead and white out the days so that they don't peek through. I'm going to try really hard to keep this consistent so it doesn't look like it's been cut at all. So I'm going to start from this end. It is still going to look it, so I'm just going to make it a bit easy for myself and just do one at a time. Then we'll grab the tile washi at the bottom. Do the same thing, just line it up on the bottom. Oops, oh, that's alright. Cut that a bit tight, but that's okay. And then with the skinny washi, I want to line it up so I get the quotes. So this one's got squeezed the day and crushed it. I just want to make sure I don't get any of the next quote because it's really long. I'm just going to waste just a little bit and then bring the when life gives you lemons, make a feast. Now I'm just lining it up again so that I don't see any of the other quotes. Okay, and just trim off the excess. Alright, so now I think we're going to put the days of the week back in. I may need to move those stickers. I think that one will be fine, but that doctor's appointment one now looks a little bit funny, so we'll work that out in a minute. Just grabbing the quote cards out because I think I want to use those and the stickers. Work out which set of stickers I'm going to use. Yeah, I'm going to use all the colours. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick all of these down. Actually, I'm kind of thinking I might wiggle these around a little bit and put them in the middle, and then I can cover these up with some stickers. Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to pick these two up with my undo and move them off, and I'll put them back in afterwards and go ahead and put the dates down, and then I'll be right back. To cover up the days, so the doctor's appointment sticker is going to go straight back over the top to cover up the Thursday. And I just need to clean up the mess the sticker made. Okay. But to cover up the others, I'm just going to find some stickers along the way that kind of fills in the gap. So it shouldn't be too difficult because I have plenty of stickers. This one here with the vegetables. I'm just going to put that down like that and then put the 18 weeks pregnancy back over the top so it kind of looks like it's still part of this because it always looks a little bit out of place. There we go. And then to cover up Wednesday, I'm going to have a quote on this side. I do have the quote stickers here somewhere. There they are. I'm going to use this, I just need more time. I'm just going to wipe that out behind it because it just peeks through a little bit. Okay. Other side, I want to put one of the quotes down here. Just got to see what I've got. Kiss and cook, need more time, spice up your life. Home is where the food is, happiness is homemade. Maybe not a quote. Just checking the stamps. No, I don't think I'll use the stamps this time. Okay, so I'm going to grab one of the swatches. I think I'll use navy because it doesn't have a navy on this side. It's kind of gone all the others. So I'm getting one of the little swatches to cover up the actual bits and pieces bit. Then I'm going to put in this girl on the side. And then I'm going to have this section here. No, I have, only because it's hard to write on that, but I'll have a list kind of one. I'm actually going to have two. I'm going to have one on the left and one in the middle. That can be my to-do lists or happy mail lists or whatever for the week. Bottom. So I need two more. Problem is a lot of these aren't wide enough. They're definitely tall enough, but they don't quite cover all of the mess. Kind of avoiding the foodie ones because I want to use them later. Oh, that's tight, but it will work. Got one of the spoons on Sunday. Being a little tricky on this one because I'm actually going to use two stickers. There we go. You'd never know. It's the first time in a long time that I've used stickers to cover these up. It's kind of cool to do something a bit different. Okay, I'm just looking at it going, what else do I need to have? Got my doctor's appointment. Footy details aren't going to come yet because I don't know yet who's playing. I'm just going to round these corners off because I don't like them being quite so solid. Just grabbing my tab punch board, just moving it to corner rounder. don't know how it's going to go on the bottom here. Oh, fine. I thought that might be a bit tough for it. But no, it's fine. It is getting a little bit stuck going back in again, but it's not a big problem. Go. So you've got your lists and stuff which you can put in the back. I kind of like that that's, hold on, it needs something on here. I don't know what, it needs something. I'm kind of half tempted to put this on here and then move this one off because it just doesn't look, it just looks a little bit too busy. It needs a bit of a solid point, if that makes sense. So I'm going to just remove this one, just let that sit for a second. I'm just going to round off these corners as well, just so they all match. And then I'm just going to stick that down with glue tape, but then I'm going to add in a little bit of tape, washi tape, just to add it like a little bit more of a thing. So I want to use this one, and I deliberately want it to look torn. Go. This little one up. It's going to pull up some of that white out, but that's alright. Made with glove one, but I don't think it's going to cover up the Wednesday. No. So I'm going to put the Happiness is Homemade one, because that one will cover it up. And I'm just going to go back over it with some white out. Came off a bit more than I thought it would. There we go. You can still see a little bit popping out there, but not a lot. And I think I will leave it like that. I kind of like the switching. I think having it on the other side is kind of cool. Need something up there. So I just put those stickers at the top. I think that looks much better. And now it kind of all fits in. That quite definitely looks better on the side. That it just needed a little bit of something to finish that off, but now it looks much better. So there we go, that's my week using the Sunday Roast kit from Planners Anonymous. Please let me know what you think down below, or of course you can find me on any of my social medias. They're all for you down below as well. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out my playlist with all my other PA videos. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic week, and I'll catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!